So I'm not saying that I got sidetracked, but I may have gotten sidetracked. Alright, well today is Wednesday and we are here at the shop. Our goal today is to price some items for the booth. We have not sold very much since our last visit over to the booth because it hasn't been very long. I think it's only been 2 weeks, or maybe 1 week. We just haven't sold very many big items. We've sold some tiny stuff, a few items here and there, but nothing big, nothing to make a lot of room to move new stuff in. So I'm going to be selecting some items today to move in because they are having a big special event this weekend and we kind of want to refresh a little bit. Mom has had her eye on some candlewick that I've had sitting around for a while. She has told me that candlewick is really popular right now. So we're going to give that a shot in the booth and see how that does. So let's head in and start pricing. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to look at the tape measure that I told you guys not to let me forget to give back to Jesse. Okay, well the good news is we have 7 million tape measures here in the shop because I bought a whole box of them. So he was able to find another one. We'll keep this one here so that I can use it when I'm doing stuff out here. But I'm going to utilize this space here to price things today. This will be our workspace. And I already have a few things here that I was going to price the last time, but just didn't have the time for because I was busy getting my hair cut. So we have a good start here. This thing is still, I'm undecided on this. I would love to be able to confirm who makes it because that would give me an idea for how to price it. And so it might hang around for a little while until I get tired of looking at it and, and then I'll just slap a price on it and say, be gone with you, because I bought it at Goodwill and I think I paid about $15 for it. So this is still a mystery. Perhaps one of you commented, it's possible I missed your comment on that one. If you commented, I apologize, I missed it. I do try to read all of my comments, but sometimes when I'm sleeping, a lot of comments come in and I do miss sometimes when I'm sleeping. I showed Mom this vase yesterday and she thought it was gorgeous. I'm like, well, you can have it if you want it. We don't have to put it in the booth. And she said, well, if it doesn't sell from the booth, she says, I need to stop buying stuff from the booth. Like, you don't have to buy it. I'll give it to you. You can have it. So, this has a little schmutz on it. Shelby is going to be in today, but I'm not going to wait for her to process this. I'm just going to process it myself and stick it over there. This piggy is also adorable and springtimey. Kind of matches. G match. Let's see, does that have a mark? Maybe that's Portugal. I would have thought Italian. But there's no markings on it. Okay, also in this box, we have this cookie jar. Now, as I mentioned in the video, if you saw the Goodwill shopping video, I was so excited because it is an apple. It's not a strawberry. But I was so excited because the apple was not cracked. I always find the apple is always cracked. So I whisked it away into my cart and didn't notice that, in fact, the top of it was cracked and repaired. Not in one spot, but 2. Total bummer. But I'm going to stick it in the booth, of course, with, a note that, yes, it is damaged. Obviously at a discount, but with a little bit so that I can make a little bit of money on it. And there's still a little room there, even with a little bit of damage. So, even though this is an apple, it's not a strawberry, I think it'll sell. Last time I was putting apples in there, Mom's like, isn't that fall? And I'm like, yeah, I guess it is. Oh no, don't die. Okay. He really wanted to dive off that table. This, I think I'm going to put over into the booth. Kind of a pretty opaline colored glass. Right? Yeah, I think so. It actually kind of reminds me of Rosaline glass by Steuben. Don't think it is. It's like the blue version of that. That's why I like hesitated. I'm like, wait a second. That's not... I don't think it is. I don't think they made a blue version. That's definitely what it reminds me of. It's very pretty. Here is some candle wick. I know Mom was excited about that. I don't think there's any more here on these shelves. But I do believe I have some. Oh, wait. Scoochy, scoochy. There's a piece there. I think I have some more in the back. All right. Oh, there it is, I think. I think this is it. She said it was sitting on top of green plates. Those plates kind of look green. I think this is the one she was talking about. Because I don't see any more. Yes, this must be it. So I'm not saying that I got sidetracked, but I may have gotten sidetracked. Look what I just found. I didn't even know this was all over here. I'm not even really positive. Maybe something was moved and all of a sudden it just appeared to me. Look at it all. Look at all of this costume jewelry. I'm like, whoa. Look at it. Holy smokes. There's so much of it. Like, I knew I was buying costume jewelry, but I didn't realize that it was this much. Yikes. This makes me think maybe we should have a... Oh my gosh, look at those little fish. Those are so cute. What does the thing say? Let's see. Is it sterling? Because if it's sterling, I might be able to wear those in my ears. And if I can, I will. You know, Juliet will want to wear them. If they're sterling. I don't know, they could say something else. I don't know, I think they might say 925. My gosh. Does this mean we're having a jewelry sale? Because I think we should. Oh, I love that. Mother. How many... Here's a question. How many jewelry sales would this be on Whatnot? Would this be like 3 or like 30? Because we could just make it all go away. Of course, you guys know I don't know much about jewelry, so I basically just hold it up and answer your questions. This one, oh my gosh, I love this, but it broke. All right, let's stop being sidetracked. Let's put it all away. Let me know your thoughts. And maybe we'll give a jewelry sale a try. Here we are with trays again. I'm telling you, I have a problem. And now that I've recognized it, I'm not going to be buying trays much any longer. Eee. Oh my gosh, that was my redone. Okay. These I bought for the booth. I sold the green one out of the booth almost instantly, so I think maybe I'll stick one of these in the booth. Maybe not one-handed. We'll do this. Just gotta get the sticker. These are IKEA. These sell for $45 to about $54. See, somebody glued this one together very, very neatly. But yeah, my green one, I had it in there not very long and it sold. So these are pretty consistent, good sellers. I've decided to work at clearing off this desk and at the same time pricing stuff for the booth or moving it to the back. I've had that sticking around for a while. I think the reason it's been around for a while is because I wasn't able to identify a maker on it. That's a nice piece though. That can probably head to the back to go up on eBay. Nice smoky glass. I'm gonna set that over here for now, because all this stuff has to go to the back anyway, so whether it's me or Shelby, it will make its way back there. Just gotta find a spot for it. Maybe right here. You know what, this might. I don't know. Blue? I'm kind of looking for springtimey things. This is where I ended up. I think I need to move this shell because it's distracting. Can't do it one-handed, it's too heavy. The mystery hand. Not ready to let you go yet. I pulled this off of the desk. I figured we'd put a price on that. Originally I bought that for Andrew, but I feel like he probably wasn't that into it if it sat around for as long as it did. This is a nice piece of art and pottery. And obviously there's still more over here on the desk. This bracelet I had bought for myself. Absolutely loved it. Wore it for about a day or two. It is $9.25, but it just kept sliding on my wrist. And it was awkward. So I took it off and it's sat here ever since. I still might wear it. I don't know. It was just kind of awkward. I sold the other candle holders. I think there's... Is this the one I was... There's another one of these lurking around. I think I sold the larger one that was this size for $18. So I had a few quantities of these. Never could figure out who made them, but I might list that as a buy it now. I don't know what these are, and I think that's why they've sat around for so long, is I couldn't figure out what the purpose of these is. Are they for drinking? Are they drinking cups? I don't know. They're kind of a mystery. They're mystery cups. That's why they've sat around for so long. Okay, I just pulled this tray out of the back. This is one that I purchased whenever I purchased the Fulper and that beautiful vanity set at the Goodwill. I made a ton of money that day. This was another item that I got from the Goodwill that day. So I suspect that this is something good. And I think, tap test, that it is acrylic. I don't think it's glass. This is obviously a mirror, but I don't think this is glass. But it's a really nice vanity tray. The price tag's not? No, Shelby took the price tag off. I think I paid 20 bucks for it, but I'm going to try to move this over to the booth. Hopefully I have some space for it. As you can see, I have collected quite a few items. I'm going to price these things. I feel like if I need to grab a few more tomorrow, maybe Mom has an idea for a few more things she would like to see in the booth, but I think this is good for now. Anything down here? I feel like these would do better on eBay, and they're not difficult to ship, so I think I'm going to reserve those for eBay, and we'll go with what we have here. But I'll do one more walk around the shop just to see if I find anything else. So the first thing I'm going to price here on the table are these Candlewick creamer and sugars. So I looked up Candlewick creamer sugar, pretty straightforward. I'm looking on eBay at sold comps to kind of get an idea for the market, because this is probably one of the most popular selling platforms there is. And so I kind of want to get an idea for what they sell for. And it looks like $24.99 here. That was free shipping though. So I want to price them around that, but I also want to account for my local market. Obviously, it's not going to be as strong as eBay because eBay has millions of people looking and searching for things versus my local market. I don't have as many people looking for Candlewick. So I'm thinking I might put like 12 on these. I feel like that'll probably move them out the door. So we will put 12 on those. And let's see how much this serving dish. First, I have to make sure I don't have it listed on eBay because I did pull it off of my listed shelves, and I don't remember whether or not I have this one listed, so I better double check. If I don't have it listed, I will figure out a price for that. So I don't have this one listed. It was just hanging out back there. So there was one that sold for 20. I think I'll price this at 18 because it's a little bit more functional than a creamer and sugar. I feel like people are more apt to use a serving piece than they are a creamer and sugar. Because I know personally, I just pull the creamer out of the fridge and then put it back. Versus this, where if you're entertaining, it's a little bit more functional. So we'll put 18 on this, 12 on this. This, I think, is just kind of a little bonbon dish. I don't know, like $8, I'm thinking. 8 on that. This one looks like candlewick, but it's purple. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna have to look up comps on that. I do remember picking this up and being a little confused, like, why is it purple? But I'll have to see what that sells for. So I wasn't able to find any of the purple one on eBay, but I did find it on WorthPoint. My WorthPoint app is working. I'm still struggling on the computer, but the app is working. So it looks like this sells for about 12 bucks on average. Looking at the dates here to see when they were selling, but it sells consistently throughout the years for about $12. So I think I'm going to put 12 on it. I know there's no adjustment there for the local market, but I feel like 12 is good considering we're putting 18 on this, 12, 8, 12. We're staying consistent with what we're putting on the other pieces. This one I'm doing 42. I think maybe 48. I'll have to double check. I'll see what I put on my last one. This, I'm thinking 58. Is it redware? I don't know if that's too low. I also don't know if I'm thinking that's too low because I love it so much. It's really not my style, but I just love it. I'll have to think about that one. This here, I'm going to price that one at 68. I'm going to have to come up with a price for the other stuff. These should be easy enough to look up on eBay, these carousel glasses. I think you can buy a full set of those on eBay, so I should be able to look at what they sell for individually. And I will probably price them individually since I don't have a full set. The snifters, I usually price those at 18, I think. And I do pretty well with those in the booth. Usually I pick them up at Goodwill for not very much. This guy, maybe 18. There's no stopper. So he doesn't have a stopper. Art pottery, 18, I'm thinking. That's usually what I put on these pieces. And this guy, 12. Right? And then we come over here. I'm thinking 18 on the apple. Just because it's got that damage. So that sucks. But that covers the table. Might as well get those price tags printed out and get moving on this stuff. Alright. I have everything inputted into the system. I did not print the tags, but I feel like I can just print the tags, fire them off, and get them done tomorrow. So the other thing I was thinking about is how I put in those milk glass vases and I sold like almost instantly. And I thought, you know what? I should put something else really like cheap, good, well priced, low priced into that cabinet. And so I was looking around the shop for stuff that I could maybe like find. Like maybe this. I mean, just like odds and ends that I have sticking around and just price it like thrift store prices. Stick it in that cabinet. Just grab stuff. price them $2. $2. You know, bargains. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. On that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I could probably pick a few more things tomorrow. This lady's been hanging around a really long time. I absolutely loved her. but she has damage on her. That's really the only reason she's hung around for as long as she has. But I can stick her in our little clearance. We'll call it a clearance cupboard. Isn't that fun? I just thought of that. Clearance cupboard. Boyd's Bear clearance cupboard. There's these bulk. I don't even know where these came from. I think these may have also come from the clear glass. That wasn't all clear glass. So I'll stick those in there. Those had the little balls on the feet. So I grabbed those for Mom, but I'll probably stick those in the cupboard. And then you remember those glasses. So, all right, there we go. I think that'll be good. And I also have boxes that I started the other day. So there's 2 sitting over there that are already packed up. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go home now. See you tomorrow. So long.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.